Following the signs, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is a reading for you guys. Let's just jump straight in because I did hear control. Now, this reading feels like for someone that's feeling a little stuck on communication at this time, which is a little off for you guys. You are the communicators, ruled by Mercury. So you could be feeling like, where am I feeling a little bit like I don't know what to say here, or in what way, because I am wanting to be in control here. Now, I believe if it hasn't yet already, Mercury was moving into Scorpio. Mercury in Scorpio is quite intense and very, there's a need to seek that truth. So you could be really investigating at this time and, feeling a little hot, cold type energy here. But we've got, there's a feeling of you're wanting to make moves, but there's a block somewhere, somehow. So let's have a look. What are you holding back from saying? So this is a message for the Geminis that are wanting this advice. So if that's not you today, this may not be your reading, but please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You may be dealing with a Gemini, you may be a cross-watcher. But it's there's a lot that's wanting to be said, but obviously this inner confliction between your own duality and self-respect here. All right, so what are you holding back from saying here? Page of Swords in reverse, wanted to flick over there. What is Gemini holding back from saying? Okay. So look, I took the Page of Swords. What are you holding back from saying? There could be just that maybe you're suffering at this time from anxiety, from stress, from a lack of, inner clarity, and it's causing confusion in your decision-making process and self-expression in many ways. You could be very highly critical on yourself at this time. And, maybe this is something that you experience or you suffer from. Maybe you suffer from anxiety or mental health, or, you've had a lot of, you've dealt with a lot of people that are of these qualities too. And, you could be trying to really make good decisions for yourself at this time and removing anything that feels like it's impacting this for you. But what is the Page of Swords in the reverse here? And what you're holding back from saying? This could also be that maybe you are, Ace of Cups. Maybe it's been about your approach to offering this. Ace of Cups, that's a new beginning in love. That's an offering of love to somebody. And from the Page of Swords in reverse, it's there's been a really maybe immature, misunderstood approach to what you were actually trying to do here. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. It's there's been a misjudgment of your intention. What's Gemini holding back from saying here? Strength. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Some of you are also, there's something about your past, that you are needing to share here. Or maybe this is some of you are offering love to a Leo here. But it's there's something that you've, you've carried around for a long time, and you're not afraid now to really to talk about, maybe, or you're feeling like there's a need to talk about this with someone. And it's got to do with your heart and your continuous ability to move through the cycles of life. Like, yeah, there's something about like you're really embracing that inner child now and the softer sides of you. There's part of you that's needing to nurture a part of you at this time. You know, you might come across as this very confident person, attractive person, like you've got everything going for you here, but like inside you're quite timid and still learning, still growing yourself. There's a need for caring for yourself inside here. Maybe this is you pouring back into yourself here. What is the Ace of Cups here? The Wheel. This is like an opportunity. Could be with a Sagittarius or potentially a fixed side, or it could be like, you know, your spiritual path or a karmic lesson. Or just the cycles, you know, that you are overcoming at the moment. Some of you, like, you could feel like you want to share that, like, I feel like you're my soulmate. You know, you're wanting to say, like, I feel like this is like destiny. This is fated, like, and you know, there's enough within both of us to really, you know, have the courage to come forward. That could also be it too. Like you maybe wanting to tell someone, like, I haven't had the courage recently, or it's taking me a lot of courage to be able to express this to you. So why are you keeping these thoughts to yourself? We've got the Six of Swords. Like you might not feel like it's safe to. You might feel like there's too much going on in your life currently where you're just constantly being pulled back into chaos, into situations that are, you know, turbulent for you and choppy. Like there's up and down. Maybe this is like your emotions too. And it's prevented this, you know, this new beginning. So, yeah, what is this Six of Swords in the reverse for Leo? For Gemini. We're in Gemini, aren't we? You could be dealing with a Leo. What's the Six of Swords? The Five of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's like giving up almost of it's not being able to nourish something or invest into something because of not feeling empowered enough to be able to do so here. You know, you could be feeling like you're, you know, you're unstable, that you don't have a good support system around you. You know, how could I contribute to your life at this time? Or I can't contribute to this at the moment. You know, you sort of just, you know, you'd rather not have to try and think about it, really. Just want to, or you're not able to think about it at this time. What would happen if you express what you're holding back? Well, we've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse here. So you could feel quite vulnerable. You could feel like, oh, I've let the guard down. They're going to like take everything they can from me now. But it's also about like you releasing that need to be like, I'm here, I'm in this position, I'm all alone, and you know, not letting anyone in. What is the Seven of Wands here? Tell us more. Four of Cups in the reverse. So it's like King of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Like someone might feel like they don't really have you know, any control over over how you're feeling and not wanting you to, you know, be losing sleep over what hasn't come about. You know, it could also have you feeling like weak. You know, you might have feelings like, oh, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm saying that this is going on, but I'm not actually taking any actions to do anything. So then I'm going to look like a dickhead here. What is the King of Wands in the reverse? The World in the reverse. You could feel like this might keep you stuck in a cycle even. It's the Nine of Swords in the reverse. You know, you could also feel like this might have other people working against you or talking about you, maybe in a work setting. Or like maybe there's you could feel like this might take you away from being able to collaborate with others and just be going through you know, a never-ending cycle here. So we've got, how can I properly communicate my feelings? Eight of Pentacles. We'll really think about what you want to say here. You know, think about what you are trying to create in your life, what you're trying to learn, what you're trying to, you know, master in life. You know, some of you could really, you may have like a little setup at home, a little spiritual spot, or maybe you've got like some candles and things like that. And this could be like a guidance from your higher self, like that's, you know, release this to the universe. When in doubt, ask for help from your guides, from your angels, from the universe itself to, you know, release this if this is something that I should just not do. Or even just like, you know, if you've got any expression that is like negative, maybe you want to practice friggin' writing this out to this person and then burning it. And, you know, having a little ceremony for yourself there. Maybe like physical communication isn't necessary here. Maybe it is like just doing a bit of a, you know, a ritual or a send-off here. What is this Eight of Pentacles? King of Cups in the reverse. So you could be feeling like, you know, maybe there's feelings of jealousy, of insecurity, and, you know, very confused by what you're feeling at this time. Or don't be emotionally manipulated by anyone either here. You know, it may cause you to feel like a little, very vulnerable, and that, you know, there's going to be backlash from what you say, but like balance is coming. There's the Justice card here. You know, it's going to weigh things out evenly here. And, you know, potentially release you from feeling like, you know, you're going to have to sacrifice anything, or that you don't want to sacrifice something here. I think it's going to take a weight off your shoulders here, Gemini. Let's get a closing angel message for you. Is there anything further for Gemini, please? Overall advice here, please. Travel. Ask for what you want. You've got the power. Patience, please. You know, I think there's a real need for you to be patient with yourself and to really think about what you need to do. Like for some of you, this could involve travel. Maybe you feel like you need to physically say it in person. Maybe some of you feel like you need to, you know, an upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. Some of you could be feeling really drawn to take a trip at this time, and that's going to help you gain your clarity, your voice. Let the universe and other people know what you need. That's it. Put it out. What do you want? What don't you want? And, you know, remember that you've got this strength within you too, this ability to be able to create from nothing, to be able to, you know, collaborate and drive forward and quickly, quick on your feet too. So have patience and remember that, you know, what you are wanting and what you're asking for is coming about, but it does require you to put the chill pedals on. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed it, if you resonated, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I love yous. I'll see you in the next one.